I'm Christine O'Shaughnessy. I am covering for Tara today. Her computer stopped working, so I am jumping in and covering for her. It's a great time to practice uncertainty, right? There's uncertainty inherently in everything, and that's the only thing we can be certain of in life, is that there will be uncertainty. So I am happy to be here today. I'm one of the senior instructors for Mind the Moment. Many of you have seen me before. This is a wonderful community where we come together to practice and to share. And I hope you're all having an amazing morning so far. So, thank you for the comments already. Yes, I love living in not knowing. Um, and in the theme of this morning and just having to pivot and arrive, we're going to practice with that not knowing. And for you, it might even appear sometimes as disappointment, right? You get on and you're like, oh, it's not Tara, right? I remember that when I would arrive to certain things where my teacher was out sick or something, and it was like this immediate, like, oh. So noticing that, right? There's that expectation of consistency. The mind wants things to be a certain way. When it's not, we're averse to that. And the mind's wired that way. It's inherently risk averse. It doesn't like uncertainty. And that's why we practice, to be able to stabilize ourselves in our heart and in our mind, and to be able to rest in uncertainty and be okay with it. So, or maybe not okay with it, but just be able to notice it and not have it derail us in whatever situation that we're in that moment where uncertainty arises. So there's so much deep teaching around this, which involves equanimity, being equally near all things, the easeful and the difficult, and cultivating this don't know mind. So before I begin and dive in, anything anyone would like to share? I love starting with gratitude. When we start with gratitude, it's an opportunity for the mind to root to what is wholesome, beneficial, what we appreciate. So even if the mind's planning your day ahead, going into things that maybe you like or don't like, we can ground ourselves in gratitude, and then the mind is less likely to go towards a state of worry or negativity. So I'm going to start with my gratitude. I am grateful that I was available to jump in for Tara and to be here, and grateful for the opportunity because teaching these sessions is one of my favorite things. I love starting my day with it. So that's my gratitude for today. If anyone would like to share theirs, you can type it in the chat box. Just pausing for a moment, seeing what arises. Okay. Grateful for this community. Yeah, thanks, Janice. I know, it's so wonderful. I was just reading something yesterday about the value of practicing in community, even when it's online. We still have the intention of holding this space together. And that intention is felt far and wide, just like the benefits of our practice. When we practice consistently, people feel it. They recognize it. They may not be able to name what it is, but they can sense the energy when you are grounded and centered in your heart, calm, stable, even-minded. Oh, Anna, thank you. I'm so happy I could jump in. And Anne, yes. After so many humid days, I'm grateful to be able to breathe. Yes, I get that. I too, you can even hear my cough. This is my allergy season. Even though it's not humid, summer's my favorite time, but I too feel that, right? I'm grateful for my lungs. that I can breathe, the wisdom of my body that it knows how to care for me and how to shift and change and be able to breathe regardless of conditions outside of me. So much to be grateful for. All right, so we're going to practice with this don't know mind concept, which I love. This is in my book. Don't know mind is in many different traditions, and it's about inviting the mind to rest in this state of not knowing what's going to happen in your day ahead, not knowing what's going to happen when your kids start school, if you have kids, this year, this next breath, maybe with a loved one that has an illness. So whatever it is, when we can have the mind turn towards not knowing, it's freer, it's lighter. The mind's not gripping, the body's not tense. We're in the natural flow and rhythm of life. So what we're going to do is use the phrase, don't know, as our anchor for today. So when I begin to guide you, I'll begin with just getting into the body, settling, getting into your heart, setting your intention for today. And then as we practice in silence, every time your mind wanders, I'm going to have you silently say to yourself, don't know. Now, if the mind goes to something really random and bizarre that the don't know doesn't imply, we just let those go. But any thought that involves a doing mind, where you want to take action, or you're worrying about something in the past, the future, reliving an old conversation, creating a whole story about how you wish someone would do something differently or behave differently, maybe a family member, don't know. We don't know what's fueling that person to behave that way. We don't know why they're always unhappy. We don't know. Okay, so any questions before we begin? All right, so getting comfortable in your seat, feeling your feet connected to the floor, feeling your whole body sitting here. And if you'd like to move a little bit, just to kind of get into your body, you're welcome to bring your arms up overhead, taking a full body stretch. You can gently lean to the left, inhaling as you rise back up, exhaling, leaning to the opposite side. Inhaling back up. You can do that again, each side, beginning to just feel the sides of your body, sweeping the breath into the side ribs, and feeling that sense of stretch, of expansion in the body. And then releasing the arms down, rolling your shoulders, just gently rolling them up towards your ears and bringing them back and down the spine. As you inhale, shoulders rise up. As you exhale, blow out the air, inviting your shoulders to soften. Inhaling up. As you exhale, pausing as you bring your shoulders back, widening your collarbones, lifting the heart, and then releasing the shoulders down and coming into a posture of stillness. Releasing deep breathing, beginning to feel your body rooted to a surface, feeling the rhythm of your breath. Noticing sound. Become aware of sensations in the palm of your hands. Allowing your hands to soften, unravel, release anything that you may be holding on to energetically, inviting each finger to soften. Coming to the center of your chest, feeling the rhythm of your breath here. Notice if the breath feels light. Does the chest feel light? As you breathe into the chest, inviting it to expand, widen, soften. Feeling this internal space of awareness where your breath comes in to the chest, into the torso. Feeling that internal space within. And then setting an intention for today's practice, that which you would like to cultivate, a wholesome quality of mind. Maybe that's patience, calm, joy, ease, equanimity, compassion, self-care. As you allow your mind to root towards your intention, notice what that feels like in your body. And then dedicating the merits of your practice today to the benefit of you and to the benefit of all beings everywhere. May they rest in a wholesome state of mind, in a don't know mind. Now letting your attention settle and stabilize in the meditation object of your choice. That may be breath, feeling your body, or a touch point. And each time the mind moves into thought or distraction, make a soft mental note of don't know, and then return to the meditation object of your choice. Noticing the moment that the momentum of the thought appears. Don't know, returning to the breath, to the feet, or to an object of your choice inside of you. You may notice an odd sound. Don't know what it is. You may feel a twinge or something in the body. Don't know. Notice the mind's tendency to want to figure everything out. Maybe you had a restless sleep and you wonder why. Don't know. Resting in not knowing is much easier than having to know everything. Having all the answers, controlling. Breathing in, don't know, breathing out. Notice what's arising in your experience. Inserting don't know, coming back. If there's a strong momentum to the mind, anchoring yourself in the body, feeling your feet, and then returning to the ease of the breath coming in and out. Noticing the inherent uncertainty in the practice. Wandering, stability, presence, lack of presence. Being aware of all things. The only thing we are certain of is uncertainty. Resting in the don't know mind. And then beginning to gently come back to feeling your feet, feeling your body, feeling the rhythm of the heart. Beginning to gently open to the sounds around you and tracking the sound of the bells all the way to the end. And when you're ready, gently coming back. Beginning to invite light in, moving in whatever way feels supportive, maybe stretching your arms up overhead, twisting from side to side, inviting in some deeper breaths and arriving. So inviting you to take your practice with you today, that inner stability that you've cultivated, and use the don't know mind as something you root to all day. When your mind's going to expectations or wanting things to be different, just insert don't know. You can say it out loud. So, stuck in traffic somewhere. What is the traffic about? Don't know. Use it all the time, because then it trains your mind to becoming used to just resting in that not knowing. I don't know, and I don't have to know, and I don't have to have all the answers. Any shares? Any comments? I did a nice long practice. I hope that was supportive. You're welcome. You're welcome, Bridget. Tamara, I'm so glad all of you were here. Your willingness to be here, even though Tara wasn't. And she will be back next week with a computer that works. Oh, and you're welcome, Susan. Yeah, don't know. It's my favorite. If you research it, you can look at some of the teachings behind it. Um, it's really, really helpful. Sometimes we read a little bit more about these teachings, it helps to infuse it in us. So when the mind is really unstable, we pull in the teachings to ground us. All right, great. Thank you, Janice, Anna, Mora. Wonderful. Oh, I'm glad it was what you needed. Right? It's all what we need. It's a gift, whatever we receive, even if it's what we don't want, right? It's like, okay, can I be with this? So, all right. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Hope to see you soon. Bye.